Everyone missed the turn the first time. That was how Iris Calder knew she was close. The road narrowed, hedges rising like walls, until the sat-nav went silent. Not frozen, not broken, simply blank. Ahead, an unmarked lane slipped between oaks so old their branches seemed to brace the sky. No sign, no warning, just a feeling, like the air had paused. Iris turned anyway. The cottage sat at the edge of Alderfen Wood, where trees grew dense and strangely still. No birdsong, no wind through leaves. The letting agent spoke quickly. "People don't walk the wood after dusk," he said, handing her the keys. "Nothing dangerous. Just, best not to." Iris smiled politely. She'd heard worse warnings in worse places. But as night fell, the wood darkened not with shadow, but with attention. The silence woke her. Not the calm kind. The held breath kind. Iris lay still, listening. No owls. No foxes. Even the wind avoided the trees. From the edge of the wood came a sound like fabric drawn slowly through fingers. Then nothing. At the village notice board, a faded paper clung beneath dog-walking adverts. "Please do not enter Alderfen Wood. After sundown." No date. No authority. Just a sentence that felt tired of being ignored. At the pub, Iris asked about the wood. A man halfway through a sip froze. "Well," he began, then stopped. His eyes flicked toward the windows. "Well, what?" Iris prompted. He swallowed. "It remembers." That was all he would say. At dawn, Iris walked the woodland edge. A narrow path appeared where none should be, leaves pressed flat as if by many careful feet. She stepped onto it. The air cooled instantly. Behind her, the cottage felt very far away. Deep inside the wood stood an oak with a long, vertical scar, bark folded inward like healed flesh. Pressed into the wood were names. Not carved. Grown. Letters swelling naturally from the grain. Some were sharp and clear. Others blurred, fading back into bark. Iris touched one. The tree was warm. The wood exhaled. Not wind, breath. The leaves stirred without sound. And Iris understood something without knowing how. The forest was listening. At a shallow stream, Iris found a woman washing her hands. The water did not ripple. "You shouldn't be here," the woman said calmly. "You're here too," Iris replied. The woman smiled, sad, knowing. "I stayed." The woman's name was Martha. "They came to the wood with promises," she said. "Love, forgiveness, rest." The wood listened. "And?" Iris asked. "And when they didn't keep those promises, the wood kept them." Martha spoke softly. "The wood does not hunt. It does not chase. It waits." "For what?" "For people who want to stop leaving." That night, Iris dreamed of her sister. Not as she had died, but as she had been before leaving without goodbye. The dream ended with trees closing gently around them. Iris woke crying. And the wood breathed. Another path appeared, closer to the cottage this time. Leaves pressed down. Inviting. An old woman in the village said quietly, "My husband went in to think. That was 10 years ago." "Did you look for him?" Iris asked. The woman shook her head. "You don't search Alderfen. You wait to see who it gives back." Iris returned to the scarred tree. A new name had formed. Iris. Her knees buckled. Martha found her there. "The wood only writes names that hesitate," she said. "You're standing on a promise you haven't decided whether to keep." "To who?" Iris whispered. "To yourself." That night, the forest made its offer. No voice. No vision. Just the deep certainty that if Iris stayed, she would not ache anymore. No goodbyes. No leaving. Just stillness. Martha showed her the others. People standing peacefully among the trees. Alive. Breathing. But no longer reaching outward. They are not dead, Iris said. No, Martha replied. They've stopped becoming. The wood was planted once, Martha said. A refuge for those broken by loss. But it learned. What? That grief repeats unless released. The paths multiplied, all leading inward. The wood breathed faster. Waiting, Iris saw her sister between the trees. Smiling. Whole. Stay, she said. The forest held its breath. Iris shook. I miss you, she whispered. But I won't disappear for you. The sister's smile softened, then faded. The forest exhaled. At the scarred tree, Iris's name began to blur. Letters softening. Returning to bark. I can go. Martha whispered. Yes, Iris said. If you choose to. Martha stepped backward, and the forest let her pass. Morning light touched Alderfen for the first time in years. Birdsong returned, tentative, surprised. Not everyone left. Some never would. But the forest no longer wrote new names. It remembered, without claiming. Iris packed slowly. The cottage felt lighter. One narrow path remained. Leading out. Iris took it. Released. Behind her, Alderfen Wood sighed, long and deep. Not hungry. Not waiting. Just alive. Years later, Iris returned. The wood stood quiet. Peaceful. And somewhere deep inside it, grief rested, no longer a trap, but soil. And new things grew.